guys, Justin Gaming here, and today I'm gonna be doing my top 5 favorite characters from the new patch that came out about a week ago. I do not have the characters, but I just want to go from which one I think the coolest and which one I think have the best stats. And also guys, if any of you guys are into Pokemon cards or anything, I will, like, maybe once in a while I'll be opening up, like, I'll be doing pack openings. I might be doing one soon, so make sure to look out for that. I mostly be doing raid, but sometimes I'll be doing Pokemon card openings if you guys are interested in that. And yeah, let's get Number 5 is gonna be Mass Fearmonger. I really just don't really like him. He's not that good in my opinion. I mean, the A2 with the fear, true fear, and decreased speed, I guess is okay, but I mean, his stats are terrible. Like, you know, it's not terrible, but I just don't like him for some reason. I just don't like him. But his A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit decreases the target's turn meter by 7.5%. Could be higher if the target is under fear or true fear debuff. Reduces the cooldown of the champion's Taste of Despair passive skill by 1 turn if its attack kills an enemy. That's not terrible actually. That's pretty good. The A2, long A2, attacks one enemy, has 75% chance of placing a fear debuff for 1 turn and 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Has a 75% chance of placing a true fear debuff on 2 enemies for 1 turn if this attack kills an enemy. 1 true fear debuff will be placed on the enemy with the lowest turn meter, while one will only be placed on the enemy with the highest turn meter. A lot of stuff on the A2, but oh, my bad. Let me get back and right into him. A3, attacks one enemy will ignore 35% of target's defense. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. If it's under true fear, everything needs true or true fear. Debuff places a 30% increased speed buff on this buff for 2 turns. Revive on death buff for 2 turns. Block debuff buff for 1 turn on the champion, and if this attack kills all enemies. Everything is, you need fear and true fear, and you need to kill the enemy. But his passive fills the champion's turn meter by 50% whenever an enemy HP drops below 20%. And yeah, so let's move on to number 4. So number 4 is gonna be the new Fragment summon that's happening right now, and I mean, he's not terrible. I may find a way to use him at some point, but if I ever get him, I always find a way to use someone, so I might be able to use him in a certain way. But his A1, attacks on enemy has a 25% chance of placing a block cooldown skills debuff for 1 turn. The chance increases by 0.75% chance, 0.75% for every 1% of HP champion loses. That's actually not terrible, but not great either at the same time. Because if he goes first, does not even be close to a good turn. But you don't want him to lose HP either, so it's not the greatest. It's not too bad, not too good either. It's in the middle. His A2, attacks while enemy puts target skills on cooldown. The target skills on cooldown. If the enemy team has a duplicate of the target champion, will also put their skills on cooldown. That's a weird attack. That's like really situate. I don't know how to say it. Okay, whatever. Ignore that. Okay, A3. Attacks on enemies has 75% chance of removing 2 random buffs. Has 75% chance of decreasing all enemies' turn meters by 20%. Decrease enemy turn meters by further 0.2% for every 1% this HP the champion loses. Everything, actually everything for the past 2, the characters now they need to have something on in order for them to do the good moves. When it that doesn't make them great, because it's made in certain situations. So yeah, and it's passive prevents this champion's death and keeps them alive on 1 HP when it hits by a fatal hit. If the skill prevents this champion's death, heals them by 10% of the max HP, fills their turn meter by 20%, and places a shield buff on them equal to 30% of the max HP for 2 turns, will not prevent this champion's death if they are under heal reduction. Heal reduction. Really. There's nothing here that... Oh my god, okay. Number 3 is going to be Little Miss Amy. First of all, I think she's super creepy and really cool looking at the same time. She's insanely cool and creepy. And she hits hard. According to like other YouTubers like Ash and stuff, Hades. I'm pretty sure Hades made a video on it that I saw. She hits really hard. So, yeah. So the A1 attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. I like her. I just wish that she would AoE. Probably make her a lot better. Especially since she hits hard. But, goes up to 75% chance when booked, so actually not too bad. A2 attacks one enemy 2 times, places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns before attacking. If the target is under a shield buff, will ignore 25% of the target's defense if the target is under a shield buff. Actually, that's not terrible in endgame because Valkyrie and stuff, they start in Martyr and stuff, they start to come out. Well, Valkyrie mostly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Valkyrie. So like a Valkyrie or something, they start to like at near end game. They start to shields become more common. So that'll be really useful. And places a perfect veil buff on the champion for 2 turns if the attack kills an enemy. Fills the champion's turn meter by 30% if the attack does not kill the target. Actually, I would honestly prefer... Well, actually, no. They're about the same. They're okay. The A3 attacks one enemy, ignores 25% of the target's defense. If the target has higher defense than this champion, decreases the target's max HP by 25%. The damage inflicted if the target has higher max HP than this champion. Will repeat attack a second time if the target has both higher defense and higher max HP than this champion. She has a lot of stuff in her kit, but she's so good. When revived, attacks the enemy that killed this champion with the default skill also. Fills the turn meter of this champion turn meter by 25% and places a shield buff on this champion equal to 50% of the max HP for 2 turns. The next passive, she has 2 passives. Each hit has a 50% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 5% and a 100% chance of decreasing the target's max HP of the damage inflicted when attacking enemies under heal reduction debuffs. Also heals the champion by 5% of the damage inflicted when attacking enemies under heal reduction debuffs. Will not heal from damage inflicted by masteries. It's like I never seen anything, any skill or passive or anything like that incorporate with masteries. Like they never did anything with masteries. That's kind of interesting. Increases ally attack in all battles by 33%. So that's Little Miss Amy. Really cool. Number 2 is gonna be Linda the Death Siren, or Lida the Death Siren, whatever. Linda the Death Siren. The A1, she has a ton of stuff. She has so much, and especially on the A1, she has a ton of stuff on there. But she definitely be number 1. But she just they debuffed her a little bit. And there's one, oh my god, her passive's 9 turns, Jesus. But, they debuffed her, and that one debuff just made her not as good. Like, her stats so far aren't good. She's not great as, like, if she would have been if they didn't debuff her. But, A1 attacks one enemy, has 75% chance of placing a fear debuff for 1 turn, has a 75% chance of increasing the duration of any poison sensitivity debuffs by 1 turn. Actually, that's not terrible for clan boss and stuff like that, or dragons. So that's not terrible. And the passive effect attacks enemy champions with this skill whenever they place a free stun, fear, or true fear debuff on an ally. The number of attacks increase according to how many debuffs are placed at the same time. At that time, 1 attack for each free stun, fear, or true fear debuff placed. The first attack will target the attacker, while the extra hits will attack random enemies. Can only attack each enemy once. A lot of stuff there. A2. Attacks on enemies has 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff and a 25% weakened debuff for 2 turns. Also places a 25% strengthen buff and 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. AoE and do all of that. Sorry, that's really good actually. The A3. Attacks one enemy 2 times. The first hit has a 75% chance of placing a 25% poison sensitivity debuff for 2 turns. The second hit has a 75% chance of placing a block buffs and block cooldown skills debuff for 2 turns. Pretty good. That's actually not too bad. Passive denies enemies revive attempts. This works even if the champion is dead. If this champion is alive when an enemy revive is denied, revives all dead allies with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. Grants an extra turn instead if there's no dead allies. If this champion is dead when an enemy revived is denied, revives the champion with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. That's what makes her great. But they took away, I don't remember what it was. It was something in this passive, I think, that they took away that made her not great. She's good now. She's not great. Because when she blocks revive, I think she only blocks revive for 1 turn. When she should be blocking revive for like the whole time. It's block revive. So I don't know. But yeah. One is gonna be Nora the Returned. Basically she's a replacement for Frozen Banshee, and is a little bit better because she in the A1 she does something different than what she does. So yeah, she does everything, their whole entire kit, except besides the passive, is clan boss. Everything besides the aura is clan boss. So her A1 attacks one enemy has 40% chance of increasing the duration of 3 random debuffs on the target for 1 turn. A2 attacks one enemy has 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 1, 2, 3 turns. My bad. Also heals all allies by 15% of this champion's max HP. The heal increases by 2% for each poison debuff on the target. So let's say she increases the debuffs, and for me it will work great because I literally put like almost 80, no, not like the total amount of poisons I put in the clan boss since I have Vizier. It's probably like 60 of them. So that's insane. That's just crazy. It works really well with Vizier, and it works well by herself anyways. So, and she's healing the team. She's healing the team. So, and her A3 attacks one enemy has 75% chance of placing 5% poison debuffs and 25% poison sensitivity debuff for 3 turns. 3 turns. That's really long. Frozen Banshee put it for 2 turns. And she places 5% poisons. She's just really, really good. And her aura, not really the thing you want to use her for. Increase ally accuracy in dungeons by 80. Yeah, so that's my top 5. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. Check out all my videos, Justin Gaming. And if you guys just want to, and later on, if you want to search up my videos, just search up, because I'm not a big YouTuber yet, so just search up Justin Gaming Raid Shadow Legends, and my things should pop up. My videos should start to pop up. And please subscribe, please leave a like, and look out for my Pokemon pack opening videos if you're into that. And look, finally got into tier 4 gold. It feels so great to be in there. It really does. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, leave a like. Catch you in the next one.